Hello guys, welcome to the new video. Actually, I didn't think I would record so many videos in one day just like this, but I didn't know how much different the Epic Games version either, so it's pretty interesting to see. There are lots of differences. We thought it's only like minor changes like some textures and plus minus roof, the skybox instead of a roof, but actually there were more than that. So I'm just going to explain them, and as I explain the stuff, the changes, I also show you a recording that I shared on X and I shared on YouTube and other social media platforms. So let's start with the gameplay. So modern controls looks the same. There are still some issues like you can't walk backwards and do backflip and other stuff like this. So modern controls is still pretty hard to play because obviously these grid system games designed for tank controls, so it's really difficult for modern controls to play them. But you could play and finish these games with gamepad. It's not that hard. It's hard, it's not comfortable, but it's not that hard. You get my point. But anyway, it's the same. So the tank controls is the same. So gameplay wise, it's almost the same game. But the textures are I think, obvious change for in Epic Games. So on Epic Games version, the textures for some reason in Tomb Raider 1 looks more polished for the most levels, and the game overall looks brighter. So there is a definite brightness change, and one of the reasons is the added ceiling functionalities, like added ceilings with skyboxes, added completely new skyboxes like in the Palace Midas level, and some other changes are like echo effects. For some reason, I realized echo effects are deeper in the Epic Games version. So on Steam version, the echo effects were not that bad in Tomb Raider 2, but in Tomb Raider 1, echo effects are really bad. I don't know why, but on the Epic Games version, it looks much better. The sound effects are better in my opinion, and I also downloaded a mod, and with that mod downloaded, it's gave me a better result in Epic Games than Steam version. On the contrary, Steam version, didn't have enough echo effect, but I love the echo effect on the Epic Games version. It's not that bad. It's not great, but not bad. So it gets the job done. So other features are like skybox changes. So in the Colosseum level, you have different skybox. It is also great to see a different skybox. Some annoying texture issues, like the water surface before you get to the main hall in St. Francis Folly. The one there is a secret before you pull the lever. Actually, if you pull the lever, you can't reach the secret. That's the one. So the surface was I forgot the painting's name, guys. Sorry. The lady with an earpiece painting. Yeah, that painting shows up instead of a water surface. So it's also fixed in this version. You could actually see water finally in Epic Games build. Actually, I still don't know if I think it was from the start. It's been almost 2 weeks, and we've recently been able to discover this for some reason. So yeah, that's the one feature. It's fixed on the Epic Games version, and the other feature that needs fixing right away on the other platforms, and it's fixed on the Epic Games platform, is the visible keys. The keys are finally visible in system level and Tomb of the Open level. Because of the blend textures, rusty keys especially blending with the textures pretty much. So since the textures are kind of bland, like it gets in the way with the textures, they kind of blend in, and so the keys are much more visible on system, which is a great addition because it's a great problem with the other versions. Even with the action indicators turned on, it's a great problem, and it's also fixed in Epic Games version. So yeah, and in Tomb Raider 2, there are no major changes as far as I'm concerned, as far as I could look for. So unfortunately, wreck of the Maria Doria or Maria Doria section completely, they is the 3D objects still not available in this version, in this build as well. So unfortunately, it's still 2D flat lamps and objects and so on, and the water effects is still water effect is still bad. And in Tomb Raider 3, there is one interesting thing. I'm going to test it out and record for you guys too. It is all Hallows level. I think it's how I'm not sure if it's how it's pronounced, clearly, but this level also has a problem, and in normal builds, the other builds, but in the Epic Games version, All Hallows is actually available and reachable after you finish the game, collect all the secrets. You can actually play All Hallows level, which is great because for some reason you can't access it. I think it's because of they explained it the other day on X. It's because of some script problem. You changed the name of script, some level file, the data file, I'm not sure, but you change it with a basic thing. You can actually fix it. You make the level load. But in Epic Games, you don't have to do all that. By default, it's open, it's available. You could also play All Hallows. So overall, to sum it up, Epic Games version has much more different than the other versions. You have a brighter version. They are mainly for Tomb Raider 1, by the way. More solid and polished textures, which is great. You have some added ceilings, some different ceilings, added ceilings. So one of the reasons why this build is brighter than the others is this. There are more ceilings, more open areas, like the added skybox in some skyboxes look different, or some skybox in the Colosseum, or instead of ceiling, skyboxes are added like in the Palace Midas level. So these are the changes. Some issues are fixed by default on the Epic versions, like the keys. The keys are visible in system, and the texture mistakes are fixed by default, like the wrong water surface texture instead of a water texture, the painting texture. This is not a problem. This doesn't exist on the Epic Games version. So yeah, these are all the great changes that's done. All Hallows also that I mentioned previously in like 2 minutes ago. So yeah, guys, these are all the, how can I say, overall changes that we've noticed so far. So if you notice anything different, any available thing, any new features or anything like that, differences, please let me know, let us know. You can share it on X, on YouTube, or any other social media, but please let us know that these are the differences you didn't notice, you didn't realize, or share them. You could also add them, so you could all notify us if you suspect anything, if you see anything new. So one important reason though, one disadvantage of the Epic Games version is, guys, the achievements problem. Let's just say the achievements are buggy. Actually, it's not even buggy, it doesn't work at all. So achievements don't work, unfortunately. So I don't know how you can make them, for whatever reasons. Whenever whoever I ask, they have the same problem. They can't get the achievements to work actually. So this is a big issue right now. It needs fixing right away, but unfortunately I think we have to wait at least few days, I don't know, or a week. We don't have a clear answer right now. So there's definitely something going on. Some developers, the fans that were in the developer team can't can't say anything about it because of the agreement, I think. So I completely understand them. They're right also. For some reason, there is, I think, some confusion, some misunderstandings. I think I don't know what it is, but there is definitely some problem here. So I mean, imagine that the game is coming out. Everybody plays it. Everybody finishes it. Everybody, finishes like twice, three times, and even started speedrunning. There are a bunch of mods that fixes or adds some stuff like, some problems. But for some reason, Peak Games version is a different version, and we've just figured it out. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see now. Anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thank you for showing interest, thank you for showing your opinions, for helping, for pointing out the stuff that I missed, that the others missed. It's a great community, and yeah, we are so lucky to have each other. I think that's a great community, and these are really interesting news updates about the Epic Games version. So yeah, if anything comes up, please let me know, let us know, and I'll see you guys later.